This is our planet, the Earth. It's unique in the solar system, perhaps even in the universe. My name is Ian Stewart, and I want to show you how our planet works. I'm exploring ice. Ice may be nothing more than frozen water, but it holds extraordinary power. Since human beings have been on the planet, nothing has done more than ice to shape our world. It has carved the landscape, unleashed terrible catastrophes, and ice has helped drive the climate of the whole planet. It's even changed the course of human evolution. Yet it may also threaten our future. Only now are we beginning to understand the power of this remarkable substance. Welcome to the world of ice. The Alps, one of the world's great mountain ranges. Its peaks reach almost 3 miles into the sky. It's a vertical landscape of snow and ice, where even waterfalls can freeze. If you want to understand the power of ice to transform our world, this is a great place to begin.
This is amazing stuff, you know, because it's so solid and it can hold my weight. It really is surprising how solid ice is. Or I hope it is.
I find it astonishing that hundreds of tons of cascading water can be stopped dead in its tracks. But this frozen waterfall is nothing compared to the ice that's all around me, in the form of glaciers. I'm climbing right next to one of the largest in France, the Argentière. Glaciers are ice at its most powerful. They're nature's bulldozers, capable of completely reshaping the landscape.
Thing is, that giant icicle I've just climbed up is made of frozen water that formed this year, whereas that glacial ice up there formed over thousands of years in a completely different way.
Glaciers are not formed from frozen water. They're made from snow. Every snowflake is formed from dozens of delicate ice crystals. No one has ever found two that are the same. Individual snowflakes may be fragile, but put enough together and they create one of the most awe-inspiring sights in nature. Every year, around 1 million avalanches thunder down the Earth's mountains. But however devastating avalanches may appear to us, when it comes to reshaping the Earth, they barely even scratch the surface. When snow turns into ice, it becomes so powerful it can change our world. On this ice cliff, you can actually see the transformation of snow into ice as it happens. Each year's snowfall creates distinct layers, many feet deep.
Now above me is the fresh snow from this winter, and down here this brown line is the melt from the summer before. So as you go down through these layers, the snow gets older and older. It's kind of like the rings of a tree, with each layer being a new layer of snowfall. And it's the weight of all those snowfalls building up that starts to compress the individual snowflakes together. The further down the layers you go, the harder the snow becomes until you reach here. This is a really distinctive set of snow. It's called neve, and it formed several years ago. It's really hard. I mean, I have to dig at it with my ice axe. It's amazing stuff. It's kind of like a bubbly fiberglass. It's beautiful.
The more the snow is compressed, the more air is forced out of it. Removing air is what turns fluffy snow into rock-hard ice.
This is it. I've come down about 20 metres to the base of the cliff, and this is pure glacial ice. All the snowflake crystals in it have been squeezed down, and it gives us this weird texture. I mean, it's just frozen water, but it's like solid rock. Look at that. And it's got this glassy feel to it. It's almost transparent.
When enough ice forms, it slowly starts to slide downhill and becomes a glacier. And over the last couple million years, it's ice that has been a dominant force shaping our world, even changing the climate. Recorded from deep within the ice, these are the sounds of a glacier groaning and creaking as it slides down the mountain. They may move too slowly for the human eye to appreciate, but as a speeded up film of the Argentia Glacier shows, ice is very much on the move. Instruments underneath the Argentia reveal that it's travelling at about 1.5 feet a day. Here in Europe, ice is confined to high mountain ranges. But in the polar regions, it's cold enough for ice to cover vast areas of land. In Antarctica, a single ice sheet buries a continent bigger than the United States. The ice sheet can reach a staggering 2.5 miles thick, so only the peaks of high mountains, called nunataks, can poke through. This is a world where ice doesn't so much carve out a landscape, it is the landscape. This ice world is so huge that some of its greatest wonders can only be seen from space. These are mega dunes of ice, carved by centuries of relentless winds. Each dune is 3 miles from the next. Together, they cover an area about the size of California. The polar ice even creates its own climate. The air is so cold that it holds almost no moisture, so Antarctica is the driest continent on Earth. But beneath the ice is another, even more magical world.